Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today for our webinar titled On the Road Again, Laserfiche Mobile from a User's Perspective. My name is Andrew Albers. I am an account executive here at CDI, and I am very excited to show you Laserfiche Mobile today. Before we do that, a couple little housekeeping items. All participants will be muted. Therefore, please put your questions in the question box below, and I'll make sure to answer any questions there at the end of the presentation today. Slides and screenshots will be available upon request. And also, the session is being recorded, and it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel in the next couple days, and you can review it there at your leisure. So today's agenda, we're focusing on Laserfiche Mobile. It's really an awesome tool, and essentially what it is, it's an easy-to-use app that allows you to securely capture, store, manage, and work with all of your files, photos, videos, documents, and participate in various business processes while on the go. So this app is perfect if you have any remote employees, any field workers, any of those users that need to access Laserfiche documents while on the go, have access to those documents through the Laserfiche mobile app. Additionally, these same users can also partake in Laserfiche electronic forms processes and workflows, simply viewing a process through the app, approving it, and then also getting a status report on those various business processes running in Laserfiche through the mobile app. And this is some of the stuff that we'll be showing you in the demonstration today. All right, so let's really quickly talk about some of the features in the Laserfiche mobile app. It obviously allows you to upload photos, documents, audio, and video files while on the go. You're obviously on a mobile device, so you can utilize the camera feature of your mobile device to take pictures of essentially anything that may be relevant and needs to be saved in Laserfiche. So perhaps you are a code inspector and you're doing violations. You may want to take a picture of a violation and submit that violation as part of a Laserfiche business process directly from the field while remote. Additionally, you can instantly search and access a variety of file types that are in your Laserfiche system, including all of your TIFFs, PDFs, Word files, Excel files, JPEGs, and many, many more. The app allows you the ability to add comments, highlight important points on documents, and add signatures as well. Additionally, the app allows you to do other annotations such as stamps and even redactions. Again, this will be shown in the demonstration here shortly. The app also allows you to share files and collaborate on files. That includes emailing secure documents or links into your Laserfiche files to end users and third parties as well. The app allows you to get approval and review your status reports for forms and business processes and workflows that are running into your Laserfiche system. It essentially offers a top-down view into your business process through the app. It allows you to access documents and forms that are saved locally on the device. So this is especially useful if you know you're going to be remote, but you may not have internet access at that specific location. You can preload the Laserfiche app with these documents and forms and make them available offline. And the app is a very secure environment. It has field level encryption, allows for redactions, and has very granular security controls, such as your full Laserfiche environment. All right, so we talked about the features. Let's look at some of the benefits of the Laserfiche mobile app. You can organize and categorize information so you can find it immediately right when you need it. So again, perfect for your remote or field employees. You can access files and documents online from your mobile device or even a tablet. You can share important files, documents, photos, and videos with colleagues while on the go, never missing a beat, essentially. And you can approve and review important documents, forms, and business process tasks right from your mobile device. Okay, so let's talk a bit about what are the requirements for Laserfiche Mobile. Well, essentially, it does require Laserfiche Web Client. Web Client is included with Laserfiche Rio, self-hosted subscription options, and Laserfiche Cloud. On Avante, on the latest licensing, it is included, but for clients on a legacy Avante licensing, you may or may not be licensed for a web client. Additionally, for the legacy Laserfiche platforms such as United, please do contact your CDI account manager so we may verify your licensing and tell you exactly what may be needed. You may already, in fact, be licensed for web client, and that allows you access then into the Laserfiche mobile app, which a lot of clients do not know. So please talk to us and we can definitely help you get going, get you set up with the Laserfiche mobile app. So once you have web client set up, you do also need the Laserfiche mobile app. But the good news is that it is a free download from the Apple and Google Play app stores. So very easy to load on your device. Obviously, it's going to run on your Android mobile devices and your Apple mobile devices, such as the iPhones as well as the iPads. All right, perfect. So let's get into the live demonstration of the mobile app.
All right, great. Let's take a tour of the Laserfiche mobile app. In this case, this is running on an Apple device, an iPhone, and we can simply open the Laserfiche app. Now you'll notice that authentication into the Laserfiche mobile app is super simple on a Face ID enabled device. It uses just my face to simply authenticate into the Laserfiche repository after a one-time configuration. Additionally, if you have a Touch ID device, you can go ahead and use Touch ID on an iPad as well. Now, as we are taken into the main Laserfiche repository here, this is our nested folder structure. So this mimics the view you would see as you're accessing Laserfiche through your thick client interface, as well as your web browser interface. So same folders are visible as long as we have access available to us to those various folders in our Laserfiche repository. If we go into our main menu here, we have additional functions and features in the Laserfiche mobile app. At the top, we have quick access into our forms, business processes, and workflows. That will be a second part of this demo, which I will get to a bit later. But essentially, you can approve and submit any electronic process or form that you have running in Laserfiche. Additionally, you have quick access into your repository, in this case, repository 1. So we have quick access into our all files, into our start documents, any recent documents, any mobile uploads, as well as a map, since this is a location-enabled device. Additionally, we have access into the recycle bin and any of our documents that we have shared through Laserfiche Direct Share. Also, you have access into offline copies in your Laserfiche mobile app. So this is a function of the mobile app where you can make copies of documents in Laserfiche available for offline access through the mobile app. So perhaps you are going into an area where you know you will not have an internet connection, but you still want to review documents in Laserfiche. You can go ahead and make those documents available for access offline. And I'll be showing that a bit later here. Now let's go back into our main repository view. And you have the plus icon towards the bottom, allowing you to add additional folders or documents into the Laserfiche repository. So these can be documents residing already on your phone, utilizing your mobile camera, utilizing the record function of your mobile device, and creating a new folder. So let's create a new folder for our webinar here. Just call it webinar test. Click OK, and our new folder has been created for us. Great. Let's look at adding some documents into our new folder here. So again, we're going to click the plus icon, and let's go ahead and upload a file already existing on our mobile device. Additionally, in this section, you have additional options of uploading from either OneDrive or Google Drive. Since Laserfiche does have integrations with those two platforms, you can go ahead and leverage that to add documents directly into Laserfiche from those services. You can also utilize your photos and videos already residing on your mobile device, or browsing for additional files that may reside on your mobile device. In my case here, I'm going to add this document here. Simply click the document. Now, this is a preview of what this document is going to look like once it's imported into Laserfiche. Additionally, we can add our indexing information to this document. So we can go ahead and select our template. In this case, I'm going to pretend this is a city clerk document. Click the checkbox. Now you'll notice there are additional fields under our city clerk template that can be populated for us. You'll notice the document date is a required field with that red asterisk, but we have the token there, so that will automatically add our document date for us. So once this is all configured, we can go ahead and click the checkbox and click the checkbox again and upload this file into the Laserfiche repository. Great. So this is now in our Laserfiche repository. We can go ahead and view it through the mobile app. This is a 4-page document, so you can simply swipe through the pages in the document. Go back to the first page. Now you can view the metadata for this document. So here we can see that the template, city clerk template's been assigned. If we want to add tags to this document, we can go ahead and add tags to this document just as we would in the Laserfiche client. You can do links. So if you want to link this to another document within the Laserfiche repository somewhere else, you can go ahead and create that link there to any of these other folders or documents. We can create that relationship. Additionally, you can start tracking versions. So if you want to do version control, you can start that off through the mobile app as well. And then you have additional information pertaining to this document as well here, located here in the metadata tab. Additionally here, before we make any additional changes, we can review our template, bottom left corner, and then also in the middle bottom, you can go ahead and do annotations on your Laserfiche documents through the mobile app. So for example, perhaps we want to add a stamp. We can go ahead and do that. Maybe this is a contract or an invoice. We can go ahead and add the paste stamp, for example. Change the location by simply dragging it on the screen, change the size of it as well. Now we can go ahead and change the color of it. Perhaps we want it red, make it more obvious. There we go. That looks good. We have our paste stamp here, and we also have, let's go back here, additional annotating capability. So we can go ahead and apply sticky notes. Let's just put a hyperlink in our sticky note here. Okay, great. So we have a sticky note we can apply to our document as well. Again, this can be moved around, and then click the checkbox to apply it. Let's add more annotation. So there is other annotating capability here. For example, we can do highlights, strike-throughs, underlines, even redactions through the mobile app. Let's highlight something. So we can go ahead and drag that to where we want that and go ahead and highlight that entire section here. And there we go. Our highlight redaction or annotation has been applied. Click the checkbox, and it's applied to our document here. Now, bottom right corner with the down arrow, this is where you would allow this document to be available for our offline mode. So now this has saved it physically into the phone essentially, so it's available through the Laserfiche mobile app without an internet connection for offline access. So that can be very convenient if you want to review this and you know you're going to be traveling somewhere where you may not have internet access. So that's the Laserfiche viewer. We've annotated this document, we've indexed it, we've sent it into our Laserfiche repository. Let me quickly show you in the offline mode. We can go ahead and view that document. And there we go. There is our document there, available in offline mode. All right, great. Let's go back into our all files. Let's go back into our webinar test. Now let's use a fun feature. Since this is a camera-enabled device, let's go ahead and capture an image file. So we can go ahead and take a picture with our phone of a document or whatever you want and capture that and send this off into Laserfiche. Since our mobile device is most likely a geolocation services enabled device, we can go ahead and add the location automatically to our image as we're capturing it, or we can go ahead and select another address. So perhaps we want to add an address to this. We can go ahead and do that here. Click the checkbox, and now we've applied a new address to this document. So this may be convenient, perhaps if you're a code inspector for a city, you're going out and you're doing violations of something, people breaking code. You want to take a picture of that violation. You can do that with the mobile app. You can also apply that address automatically. And additionally, you can do a signature here. If perhaps this document needed a signature, you can go ahead and apply the signature as well and have that be attached to the document and send this off into the Laserfiche repository. You can move that signature to where it needs to go. Perhaps you have a specific form where the signature would go. You can go ahead and move it down there. Once you have that configured, click the checkbox. Everything is applied here. And we can send this off into our Laserfiche repository, clicking the checkbox, top right corner. And we'll let this document upload here into our Laserfiche repository. So again, this is a really nice feature of the Laserfiche mobile app, being able to utilize the camera that's available on that mobile device for various reasons of documents or something you want to image and send into the Laserfiche repository. You're able to do that very easily and very quickly. All right, great. So we've loaded up some documents into our Laserfiche repository through the app. Let's look at searching our Laserfiche repository. So in our main view here, top right corner, you have the little magnifying glass. And we can run our searches through the Laserfiche mobile app, just as you would with the client application or the web-based interface. You have the same options here, so you can search across document text, you can search across entry names, which are document names, search across any fields or any annotation text, such as text appearing in those sticky notes. So let's just do a really quick search for the word Laserfiche, and we'll click search. And this is going to give our results here. This is still working, so let's give this a couple seconds to work here. And here's where we can preview the documents that we've ran a search for. Let's find an image file here. Let's go to this document here. And you'll notice that word Laserfiche is highlighted for us in blue. Now we're back in that Laserfiche viewer, so those same options of being able to annotate this document, review the metadata, that's all available here for us for this specific document. All right, great. So let's run another search in the Laserfiche mobile app. We can go ahead and run a field search specifically for a template. So for example, I want to see all of my invoices in my Laserfiche system. So I can go ahead and select my invoice template. Click OK. run my search, and the system will return all of the results for all of my invoices in my system. Super simple, super quick. If I'm one of those people that is really concerned with invoices, that's part of my job, and I want to see all of the ones that are in Laserfiche or any new ones, I can go ahead and run that search and get to my results quickly while I'm on the road. Very effective, super easy. Great, so that concludes the quick overview of the Laserfiche mobile app as far as the basic functionality. Now we're going to go into how to run a business process through the Laserfiche mobile app, specifically how to submit an electronic form through Laserfiche mobile app, how to approve it, and then also additional workflows running in the background to refile and rename and file those documents properly in our Laserfiche repository. So we'll look at that next. All right, great. Let's get back into our Laserfiche mobile app. And now we're going to show you on how to submit an electronic form through the Laserfiche mobile app and the associated business process for the approval that needs to take place as part of this business process. Additionally, we're going to have another Laserfiche workflow running in the background and filing this form into the appropriate Laserfiche folder in our system. So in this case, we're focusing on the Andrew A main folder here. You'll notice there is no additional subfolder here at the moment, but as our form travels through the approval process, it will then also get filed appropriately into this folder, named and indexed for us dynamically by the Laserfiche workflow engine. So in order to submit a Laserfiche forms business process, we'll go back to our main menu and we can go ahead and select Start Process. We can choose from any of the available business processes running in within Laserfiche. For our case here, it's the Andrew A demo form, super simple form. We can select it from the list. And here is, I'm just capturing data into one specific field here. So I'll just say, please approve. And I'm capturing my signature. Utilizing our mobile device, we can utilize the touch screen and sign. Apply the signature. Our date, in this case, is automatically captured. And we can go ahead and click Submit. And the form will now travel to the next person in the approval process. In this case, it's obviously me since I'm doing the demonstration here. So in my case here, what I can do is I'll go back into the main menu here and I will go under My Tasks. Now you'll notice there's a bell icon towards the top right corner that has a notification now. There's one new notification, so under my open tasks, I can see that there it is. I have a form to approve. So let's take a look at that. We can view it in our Laserfiche mobile app, review it here. Again, this is a super simple form, so there's just one field for a comment. I'll just say, looks good, and click Approve. Great. So now I have approved this form. You'll notice it has moved out of our open tasks. It is in fact now in our completed tasks. So here you have an action history of all the various business processes that you have taken a part of. So you can review all of these approvals or denials at a later time. So they're there for you. But if we go into our Laserfiche repository, as I mentioned, as part of that business and workflow process, if we go into our Andrew A folder, click refresh here, you'll notice that a new folder has been dynamically created by the Laserfiche workflow. Additionally, within that folder, we have the document and the form filed in there correctly for us. Now, if we view this, we can go ahead and view the metadata. And you'll notice here under the metadata that under the template, the documents template has been appropriately assigned by the Laserfiche workflow engine. And additionally, if additional fields needed to be populated, the workflow engine can do a lot of that indexing for us as well. So the document and form are now stored in our Laserfiche repository, correctly named and indexed. We can go ahead and view it in our Laserfiche mobile app. So page 1 is typically the action history for this specific forms process. So you have the history of the submission and the approvals, any comments in there as well. And then if we go to page 2, this is the actual form that's been submitted, filled out with the signature on there. Now, if there were additional documents that were trailing this form or traveling along with it, those would also be attached into our Laserfiche repository. So the big benefit here is we can do everything while being remote. We can go ahead and submit a form. We can also approve a form. And then additionally, we can have the Laserfiche workflow file everything away for us appropriately into the Laserfiche folder structure, name everything correctly, create the necessary folders, and keep a record of everything that's happened within the Laserfiche repository as part of that business process. So great, that's a conclusion of our demonstration today. Please do let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.
All right, everybody, please do let me know if there are any questions you may have. I don't see any in the chat currently, so I am taking that as I've done a good job, hopefully. So again, thank you for joining today. If there are any additional questions, please put those in there. I'll make sure to answer them. If you'd also like to take a deeper dive into the Laserfiche mobile app, please do contact your CDI account manager or your account executive. We can definitely show you if there's interest in additional features and functions of the mobile app. So just let us know, please. And just a couple links here for resources. If you do need to find us on the internet, it's just cdi.support. Our YouTube library link is there. Please check that out. We have a ton of other videos there for various really cool Laserfiche automations and workflows that we have built. So it's an excellent resource. Bookmark that link. Feel free to share it. Also, this webinar will be uploaded there in the next few days as well. Here's my contact information. If you have any questions in regards to Laserfiche mobile app, or you want to look at your licensing to see what it would take to add a web client and the mobile app, please feel free to reach out or contact your CDI account manager. And the email addresses for our various departments are listed here as well. So feel free to utilize those as you need them. And again, thank you all very much for your time today. We do appreciate it, and have a great week.